Hey there, it's Sunday, and that means there's a new video from me, Weirdly O.C.D. Today, I'm going to take you to my local Dollar Tree, and we're going to pick up the items to show you how to make a $3 menu holder. Now, the craft I'm going to show you once we get back to my house doesn't necessarily need to be made as a menu holder, but it's just a holder in general that you could use for menus, coupons, greeting cards, magazines, anything you want to use it for. So we're going to go inside and I will get the items to show you how to make it. Alright, so we are back inside the car after I got the items needed. Now I only had to pick up 2 out of the 3 items because the third one I actually have at home. So the first thing that I got was contact paper, because you're going to need contact paper to cover your box. And I got this kind. I thought it was pretty cool. It's black and white, like a floral kind of vintage looking contact paper. I thought it looked really neat. And then I got some letters, and they got new letters since the last time I bought like letters here. The ones I got before were the ones you had to trace onto whatever you wanted to put them on. Okay, sorry about that. I had to stop filming for a second. But, so the letters that I got this time around are the ones that are actually, I don't know how well you can see that with the glare of the overhead light here in the car. If I didn't turn that on, it'd be really dark in here. But these are actual cutout letters that you can just put straight on it. You don't have to trace it on. And then the third thing you were going to need would be a cereal box. But I didn't buy cereal in there because I already got several boxes at home that I can use. So we're going to head back to my house and I'm going to show you how to put this together. Alright, we are back from the Dollar Tree. And I have my supplies here. And I'm going to show you how to make a storage container for your kitchen counter or wherever you want to use it, and it only costs $3. The first thing I want to do is show you all the supplies you're going to need for this. Now, the 3 items, as I mentioned in the car, that you're going to actually need from the Dollar Tree are contact paper, and as I showed you, I got that like floral looking one, which I thought was really nice looking for $1. Lettering. I don't know how well you can, that was too big to put my hand behind, but, and you don't have to buy lettering, I suppose. I mean, I guess that's if you want to label the front, like I did with ours, which I'm going to show you here in a moment. But it's just kind of nice to like have it labeled. I'm a big labeler anyway, so. And then you're going to need a cereal box. Unless you already have one at home, then you won't need it. You're also going to need scissors, and I would say Scotch tape, but at the moment I actually don't have Scotch tape. I did not think of that when I was at the Dollar Tree. And personally, I don't really care for Dollar Tree Scotch tape. For me, in my past experience, it's never really stuck that great anyway. But the only thing I have right now at home is shipping tape. So that's what I'm going to use for this project. When this is all said and done, we're going to have an organizer like this. I made this one well over a year ago because we had tons of coupons and things collecting in a kitchen drawer, and we would totally forget that they were in the drawer and they would expire when we wanted to go use them. And I think it was because it was in the drawer, it was out of sight, out of mind. Whereas when I made this, not only does like this yellow contact paper, as you can see, match our decor here in the kitchen with the yellow walls. So it's appealing, but it's also on the countertop. That way it is in front of our faces. We don't forget about it. We can go through it more frequently. Very helpful. First thing you're going to want to do is open up your contact paper. A lot of contact paper will be the kind that you like where it peels off. This will peel off here. You don't need to unpeel it. In fact, don't unpeel it because it will make this a lot more difficult. because you're going to be, when you're trying to fold the contact paper over the top of the box on the inside, it's going to make it to where the sticky part will stick to the box where you don't want it to, and it'll just end up being a bigger mess and a lot more frustrating. So don't pull the sticky part of the contact paper off. We're going to roll this out here, and I'm going to put the cereal box down. And it's almost like you're wrapping a Christmas present at first. You want to have maybe this much room, maybe like an inch and a half from the edge of the contact paper to the bottom of the cereal box. Here, I'll show you. So you want to have about that much room between the bottom of the cereal box and the edge of the contact paper. And if the contact paper does have the graph things on the back like this does, that would be about 3 squares. You're going to take this and kind of wrap it initially like a Christmas gift. So you're going to take the end that is loose of the contact paper here and fold it over the back of the cereal box. And you're going to take where the roll is and fold it over just so there's a little bit of an overlap of the edge, and we're going to cut it. Just cut a straight line here. Now that you got your contact paper cut so it will wrap around the entire cereal box, you can put the contact paper away for a minute, because the next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut these tabs off of the cereal box, and then I'm going to show you how I did the angle like this on the one we have. So now that I've got the tabs all cut off there and everything's flat, I'm going to cut here from the back of the cereal box towards the front at an angle. Okay, and then we're going to cut at the front straight down, so we're cutting off a triangle. Now your cereal box should look like this, where you've got like an angled kind of half arrow cut out. Now along the front, we're going to cut off this extra part right here, just straight across. So here we go. And that did not work as well as I wanted it to. It looks like I'm going to have to cut a little further down, because this one I cut at a more angle than this side. So let me just trim this up real quick. All right, there we go. That's a lot better. So now that we have the cereal box all cut down the way we want it, with a little angle in the front, we're going to roll out our contact paper again. Put the cereal box face down, so the longer part of the cereal box is facing up towards you. Put it back down about that inch and a half towards the bottom, like I mentioned before. And we're going to wrap this around the back. And you're wrapping it around the back, that way the front is flush. And we're going to take some tape and just tape it right along the back here. And you want to make it as tight as you can, that way there's no bubbling on the sides or the front. That way it looks really nice. In fact, I'm going to use some extra tape just so it stays secure. You can see on the front, there's no like line on the back. It's all completely flush and looks really good. So now we're going to tape the bottom and get that all taken care of. So, just like a Christmas present, we're going to take this, fold this down, fold down our corners, tape them, fold the top up, fold the corners in there, tape that up, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Now we're going to cut the contact paper along the top so we can fold it easily into the inside of the box. We're going to cut straight down on all four corners, and I'll show you with the one I have. You're going to cut straight down on all four corners of the contact paper down to where we've cut it across and not cut it past that. Okay, so now that you've got all four things cut, you should have a flap like this, which is what the front would be. You should have a skinny flap like this on each side, and then you should have your flap on the back, and yes, it's going to be in two pieces like that because that's where we taped it, where we folded it over on the seam. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take each of these flaps one at a time and fold them into the inside and tape it down. Kind of want to put your hand in there, smooth that out a little bit. So see, as you can see, I folded it into the inside and then smoothed it out here along the cardboard of the cereal box. Alright, so now that we got the sides taped down for good, we're going to fold in the back like this in the inside, and you want to pull it tight so there's no creases, and then we're going to tape the bottom. So let me get this folded flat here. And we will tape the bottom. Alright, so this is how it should look once you get it all cut, taped down. Now obviously your contact paper isn't going to go all the way to the bottom of the inside of the box, but that's fine because no one's going to pick this up and shake out whatever you got in it and look in it to make sure it's all the way down there. Then, if you got your letters and you want to label it, we will just open this up here. And we'll just say I want to use this one for menus like I did the other one. So we'll go ahead and look for the letters we're going to need. Alright, so I have my letters here. And because this box isn't wide enough, these letters are bigger than the ones that I have on the actual one I made for our kitchen. I'm going to have to put them like at an angle on this. So let me tape those on and I will show you the finished product. Alright, so I got the letters on, and I had to be kind of a little bit creative with this because, like I said, these letters are a decent amount bigger than the stick-on ones that I got for this. So I put them on there. I kind of had to put them at a little bit of an angle, going diagonal, but they are on there. You can make yours a lot nicer than I did this one. That's how you make a menu holder. And as I said, you can use this for other than just menus. You can use them for coupons, greeting cards, magazines, anything you want. You know, you can make one for your child's homework or return to school papers. Anything that you want to keep out in front of you, like on your kitchen countertop, or just something you want to keep out in front of you to remind you that you have it or you need to go through it, this should work for you. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this craft video. This is something I probably won't do very often. As I said, I'm not a very crafty person. But I thought I would show you how I made this because I have gotten a few compliments on the one that's on our kitchen counter. This one here, as I showed you, when people have come over to our house. So I figured maybe some of you would want to make it. But that is how you do it. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you do make this, please send me a picture. Tag me on Instagram. It's at Justin P. Harman. I would love to see it if you do. And with that, I will see you all on Wednesday. Have a great day.